Hey guys, welcome back to Hershey's Garage, and on today's video I told you that I would be reviewing my new Smith and Wesson M&P 9 2.0 that's optics ready. Woo! So here we go. I'm just gonna go over a few basic things about it, and then I'm going to take it on the range and we'll see how we like it. So stay tuned. All right, let's dive into this and show you exactly what you get when you get your nice little weapon here from the store or wherever you get it. You get your nice little box, yay! And inside comes with all the little goodies. Obviously, your weapon, which is the most important thing. And disclaimer, yes, this doesn't come or at least mine didn't come with the optic. This is an aftermarket optic. Yours you can order with them from the factory, and I'm not sure what kind they are, but this is I believe an Ace or Aid. I'm not sure exactly. It's one of the cheaper ones on Amazon, and I will put this link in the description below which one this is. So if you want to buy the same exact one, you can. Because I will have a review on this one too. It's pretty cool, and it's worked out good so far. But like I said, it doesn't actually come with the one that I bought. The option wasn't on there, so you had to buy it yourself. But anyway, it does come with 2 magazines, and it is a 15 round magazine each, and then plus 1. So 15 plus 1 is what you can put in this bad boy. So 1 in the chamber and 15 in here. Not too shabby. That's one reason why I got it, because if you've seen my other videos, I can't shoot worth a crap. So I need a lot of bullets in here, or cartridges, to be able to hit anything. And this gives me plenty of options. Then, obviously, you get these little chamber flags, and that is inserted in here when it's in the box there. I always take them out because I don't need them. I know when my weapon is empty and when it's not. So, like I said, you can keep this or you can discard it, and I always discard it. But it comes in it. Then you get 2 of your magazine extenders. So if you want to use another Smith and Wesson magazine, I believe there's a 17 plus 1 magazine, and I'm not sure which exactly weapon that is for, but you can use those. You just put your magazine extender on the other magazine that you have, and then it will fit in this nice grip here, and it will look like it is supposed to be in here. Because obviously if you put an extended magazine into this without these, it would stick out a little bit. So kudos for Smith & Wesson for adding these, because that'll make if you need extra magazines and you're only able to get the other ones, it'll make it look like it's factory. So cool. And then you get these little grips here to be able to match the right here on the back here, match your grip size to make it feel better when you're engaging the grip. It comes with I think a medium one on there, and for my hands that was absolutely perfect. But it does come with smaller ones, and it says right here on the back here, I don't think there's any way you're going to be able to see this, but it's just a little circle, and like I said, you're probably not going to be able to see it, but it's on the end there, and it says on this one small, this one is medium, large, and large. And boy, the grips on these, the texture is really cool because I have sweaty hands, and these things make it almost impossible for me to drop it. So either you're gonna love it or you're gonna hate it, but just be aware that these things are really raised, and if you don't like that kind of texture in your hand, you're probably not gonna like this weapon because like I said, this is an extreme raised notches on here. Yeah, just keep that in mind, but you do get 3 extra ones besides the one that is mounted on your back of your grip already. So that's pretty cool. And then the all-important plates. So you can put your aftermarket optic on here. So it comes with this little plate already. This is from the manufacturer, and it's just a cover basically that goes on here with the special Allen head, smaller ones. And all you have to do to remove this is just unscrew these 2 Allen heads that are through this plate here, and take that off. And then in order to mount an actual optic on here, you need you have like 7 of them, I believe, 7 different plates that you can mount, that you look up in the manual, and I'll show you the manual here in a second. And it has instructions on which plate goes for which optic, which is awesome. Because I'm not sure if you realize this, but if you don't have this little notch out here for your weapon and you want to put an optic on here, you have to get these specially machined from wherever you take it to be able to mount an optic. So yeah, this is awesome. And then of course you get screws, Allen screws for every optic, because they're all different, or every plate. So I'll show you that right there. So pretty cool. Then like I said, you got your manual here, your M&P 2.0 manual. And this thing is like any other Smith and Wesson manual. Awesome. I mean, it goes over everything. Just really informative, and these things are worth their weight in gold. Then you get your looks like a warranty card for Smith and Wesson, and I always like to fill these out just in case you need to send this into the manufacturer. They have a limited lifetime warranty. They got one of the best warranties in the business, so I recommend that you fill this out and send it in, because yeah, that's why I got a Smith and Wesson in the first place, because they back their guns with if anything goes wrong, you can send it in or call them and say, hey, I got this wrong and can you help me out? And usually, especially within the first year, but even after that, they'll help you out. So you just can't beat it. And then you get this stupid California firearms warning card. And you know what I do with this? Especially because it's from California? Whoop, toss it. That's stupid. Don't need that. So let's go over what actually some of the features are of the gun. And let's start from the front here. So basically, what you got, since it is optics ready, you have larger sights. And these things stick up pretty good on there, if you can see that. And that is so you can co-witness with your optic here, and you can actually use the sights. So yeah, it's awesome. See if you can see that, but I mean, I've used this. I've already shot it. So disclaimer, yes, this is not right out of the box. I have had fun with this already. So yeah, it absolutely co-witnesses with your optics, the sights do, and it works out perfect. So if you've seen my previous videos, even this can make a crappie shot like me much better. So just awesome. Then moving on here, you have your little serrated edges here. I think that's new for this year, which this helps with like a chamber check, and you can slide that open and see if you have a cartridge in there. Pretty good. I mean, they are. It is definitely serrated in there, and I don't know. I necessarily don't use this much, but it is kind of a cool thing to have on there. And then you have underneath here, you have a like a little mini Picatinny rail. You can put a little bit of furniture on there, and I just so happens that you'll see when I shoot this weapon on the range, I have this little light that I stick on a lot of my weapons because I love this feature, and so this enables you to do that. So I recommend definitely getting like a light on there, and I'll give the link in the description below on what kind of light this is. It does work out pretty good, but yeah, you can put all your little furniture on there, so pretty cool. And then moving on, we've got a little chamber check, or not chamber check, but it's a little hole on the top here that lets you see that you have a cartridge in the chamber itself. So I guess it's a chamber check, a visual check on there. I don't have a cartridge in there right now, but if you did, you'd be able to tell that there, you'd see the butt end of the cartridge there, the casing. And it's that little hole, hopefully you can see that, just a little hole up there. So that's actually pretty cool. I'm not sure how many other weapons have that, but I know a lot of my other weapons, handguns, don't have that. So that is a pretty cool little feature. Then on the top here, it says 9mm, so it lets you know what your weapon is chambered in, what caliber it is. And then, of course, you have your all-important optic, like I said, that, I mean, it's just awesome. Then on the back here, you have some more serrations, and that helps with pulling back the slide, which I use this often, and like I said, I have sweaty hands. I've said that before, and so this works out great. It's nice and has deep serrations on there, so sweaty hands like mine can easily grab it and pull it back. So that works out great. Then on this model, I don't have the thumb safety, but on some of them, it does have a thumb safety, and it's right back here where this little groove is. Let's see if I point in the right direction. It should be right there if you have that option. And so that's pretty cool. Like I said, mine didn't come with that, and I didn't want it, so it is not there, but that is an option. Then you have your slide stop. And that is on both sides here. So when you pull it back, I'll do it this way like I normally do, and you just press up, and bam, there you go. And like I said, it's on both sides. It sticks out far enough to where it's easily you're able to do it. Yeah, so that works out great. Then on this side, pull it back here, slide back. You have a spot just in this little groove here. Let's see if I'm pointing in the right direction there. That is your serial number, and of course that's important. Then you have right here on this side, I'll show you, this is your takedown lever, and let's see if I'm pointing right there. So when you pull your slide back, okay, you pull your slide back, and then when you're going to disassemble this, you slide that over, and then I'll show you here in a second how you're going to do it. Well, I guess I can show you now. Why not? So you pull that up, or push that down, and then you take this handy dandy little piece of equipment here, which is underneath your grip here, and this is called the grip tool, and all you do is just twist it out of there, and then on the top here, and hopefully you can see this, there's a green little button down here, which all you do is you reach in and you pull forward. And I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see this, so I'm just going to do it. And you push it down. You just grab it with this little tool and push it down. So hopefully you can see that in there. I think it's yellow, not green, but it's just a little tiny piece of metal down there that you push away from the inner spot here. You push it down, and that enables you to sit down here. Enables you to pull it back and then push the slide forward, and then bingo. That is all you have to do to separate your weapon from the top here. And obviously, so you can take it down to clean it or whatever you want to do. So then you have your recoil spring in here, right here. And then if you want to take that off to clean, you just press on this little guy right here, this back part here, and make sure that it's not going to pop out and hit you in the face. But it's really easy. You just press it forward, and there you go. You get your spring there, and then your barrel is in the back here. And to take that out, it's just pulling forward, and bam, there you go. There's your barrel. And then you got your slide, your top of your slide here. Let me set this down. And that's it. Then the bottom here, and your trigger and all that, that's everything that you can basically take out, that the manual says that you're supposed to take out, is right here. That's it. That's all that you take out. So, well, to put it back together, it's just the same process. You in reverse. You put your barrel, slide it back in there, just like that. Then you put your the recoil spring, and you just stick it in the front here, in the little spot right there. You stick it in the front, and then there's little grooves, because you want to make sure that this little back part of the recoil spring sits in the bottom of this little groove right here. So in order to do that, you just pop it in. Let me get out over here so you can see it. You just pop that in, push on this, and then slide it down, and make sure that it's seated in that little groove right there, and bam, you are done. Okay, so then you just line it up on these little grooves right here for the back. You get the slide back on, and then, like I said, just slide it right back on, and bam. Then you want to make sure that your takedown knob here, you're going to have to slide it back, slide that slide back. You do it with the right hand here. Okay, put your slide stop on. Then you take your takedown lever and push that up, so that locks that on, and you are good to go. Then you slide your slide back, and then what you're going to have to do is put your magazine in. And what this does, once you do that, put a magazine in, it resets that little metal piece down there. And I'll show you. I'll pop the magazine back on. out. All you have to do is pop the magazine in there, and it automatically resets that little metal piece. To show you what I mean, now the metal piece is not sticking down. So that's how you do it. That's all there is to taking off the top of the slide here, so you can field strip it or whatever you need to do. So then let's move on to the trigger. And the trigger has, and there is no, I just checked it, there's no cartridges in here, so it's all good to go. But so if I touch the trigger, nothing's gonna happen, so everybody don't get all crazy. But the trigger is, it's got that little trigger brake, and you can see it's not a solid piece. It's got one of those little trigger pieces that are bends in the middle here in half. I kind of like it because when you're actually going to shoot and you pull that down, it does have a very good slight resistance. So you feel, I'm not exactly sure how much it is for pressure, like pounds, how many pounds of pressure it takes to actually push this back. You can look it up. I might put that in the description, but it's very, very light. So I do like that feature, and it does work well with this gun. So and I'll obviously check it out on the range. You'll be able to see it, but yeah, I do like that feature, and it does have that. So be aware of that if you don't like that. If you do, then yeah, cool. Then like I said, it does have your magazine right here on the stock here. It's got your magazine release, and it can be ambidextrous. You can switch it to the other side, and to do that, you'd have to take out your little tool here, take off the butt of the grip here, and then there's a little button here that you unscrew, and then you take out this, the little button here, and then switch it to the other side. So it's pretty easy. Smith and Wesson has made it really, really easy. I'm not going to do that. You can do that if you want to, because it's on the right side or on the left side that I need it, and so I'm not going to do it. And that's pretty much it for the weapon. I mean, it's just a awesome, solid weapon. It comes with everything basically that you need, and like I said, this optic, having the ability to have that on there makes all the difference in the world. I mean, just awesome. But enough of me rambling. Let's get this sucker on the range and try it out. So stay tuned.